it's Mike reporting for ESCKAZ.com. I'm very fortunate to be with John Allison, former UK representative. Nice to meet you.
John Allison of the Allisons.
Of the Allisons, yes.
Yeah.
So John, tell me what's happened in your life since Eurovision.
Well, a lot
Very
of it
brief.
might be very depressing, but encapsulate, not a lot. Unfortunately, our careers were very badly managed at the time, and we got tied up with a lot of people, manager, agent, music publisher, record company, who all, unfortunately, we didn't realise at the time, were all exploiting us and began to squabble behind our backs. And they killed us off within 2 years simply by lack of cooperation. Unfortunately, that's what happened. And it was a great disappointment because it had been a burning ambition of mine to get into the music business. And after a lot of work, I mean, I spent over a year practicing guitar every night so I could back myself, made my fingers bleed, and by doing that, accidentally discovered I could write songs.
Okay.
So we made it accidentally. We just wanted to make a record, and accidentally, after the first record was offered by our record company to the BBC for the Eurovision, found ourselves involved in something we'd never heard of.
John, tell me, Eurovision's a totally different show now.
Yeah, totally
what it was
different,
then. Do you still watch it now, and how do you find the changes that have come about now?
Yes, I still watch it occasionally, not every time. It's much more of a show now for entertainment. I'm fairly disappointed as a songwriter that he doesn't do much more to promote the art of songwriting and the skill of songwriting, and make more of the songwriters.
Okay.
Songwriters who receive the least income from the music business are entirely responsible for the music business, and everybody else forgets them and takes them for granted.
And it is a song contest as well.
I keep telling people that it's not a dance contest, it's not a talent contest, it's not a symphony contest, it's not a background contest, it's not a costume contest, it's a song contest. So bring the songwriters on, let give them some praise for the work they do to make the entire music business possible.
They actually receive the trophy at the end of the night as well. So
they don't get brought on and shown.
Sometimes they do.
Not very much. No, you're asking me to be critical. That was basically it. You know, yeah. I wish more was made of the songwriters. Everything depends on a good performance, but the songwriters must not be forgotten. They make it all possible.
Yeah. So tell me, how did it come about that you came to be involved in the London Eurovision party this year?
Oh well, I was already in contact with Gordon.
Okay.
Who started writing the history.
Yeah.
Finished written Volume 1, and because it was my dream to create an act.
Just for the record, that was Gordon Roxburgh from
Roxburgh,
yes.
Yeah. And because, as I say, our ambition initially was just to make a record. That was our ambition.
Yeah.
We had a lucky break in our career sense, and our record company got us involved in the Eurovision Song Contest. And then we had this enormous success with it, which should have led on to a lot of more things happening in the music business, and it didn't. And I always very much resented it. So I've had 2 other singer partners through the years, and it's been my determination to keep the name of the act alive, especially as we had the first UK million seller in the Eurovision, and the first UK Eurovision song to get into the American record charts. And we knocked Elvis Presley off the #1 spot twice in the NME charts. Never mind these official charts, we were #1 in the NME, disc, and the New Record Mirror.
Okay. John, what do you think of the UK entrance for the last couple of years? So we've had a couple of big names the last few years, Engelbert, and this year with Bonnie Tyler. Any plans to put your name forward for next year?
I would love to do it again.
Yeah.
And I've written hundreds of songs. I've offered several songs to the BBC many times, but they've always politely declined them.
Okay.
But well, the fact is, listen, they commissioned Lord Andrew Lloyd Webber last year, or a couple of years ago, right?
Yeah.
He thinks my song is his favourite Eurovision song ever. So does Sir Tim Rice.
Yeah.
Now, I told the BBC that. I said, I've got loads of songs for you. I'd love to do it. I've even written a song for Frankie Valli and the Four Seasons. They've got a musical on about them. Get the Four Seasons singers from the show behind our voices, and we'll give you another hit.
John, thanks so much for your time. It's good to speak to you. You've got some nice opinions there on the Eurovision.
Yeah, I've got a few opinions. Yeah. I've been married 3 times. It hasn't all been good, but it doesn't necessarily. Success in the Eurovision doesn't equate to show business success, and failure in the Eurovision doesn't mean to say you can't have record hits.
Exactly true. Thanks very much for your time.
Okay, and having a record hit isn't the only way to judge an artist. It's how the quality of their performance and how professional they are.
That's very true.
Okay, so wishing you all the best. Thank you very much for your interest.
Thank you.
Nice to be around still, performing. The same age as Cliff Richard.